Hi, my name is Karan, and I will be talking about the 2006 movie Pan's Labyrinth, directed by Guillermo del Toro, and the key lens that was used in it. The movie takes place in 1944 Spain, in which we follow a 10-year-old girl named Ophelia who travels to Spain with her pregnant mother and new stepfather, who is also the captain of the Falange. While Ophelia is busy taking care of her mother and also finding her way to the underworld, our main antagonist, Captain Vital, who is also the stepfather of Ophelia, works on taking over Spain after the war has ended. The only thing between him and taking over Spain is the Maquis rebels. Viewing this movie through the Marxist lens, we see that there are three social classes: the Falange, the rebels, and the citizens of Spain. Through the movie, we see all three of their behaviors and how capable they are. We also see their benefits and drawbacks of being part of this class. The citizens of Spain are seen as the weakest of the three. They do not benefit from the government being around, and the only way they would be accepted is if they follow the orders of the government. Following the orders of the government puts them in a very weak position. Around halfway into the movie, we see all the food is taken from the citizens, and they must obey their laws to get their daily ration. The citizens must stay quiet and cannot interact with any of the higher class governments. In this scene, there are multiple medium shots that pan into close-up shots. The shots take place in a bright morning with no music, making the shot look natural. The rebels are a strong yet small group of men and women who work secretly in taking their land back from the Phoenicians. They try their best to overthrow the government but end up suffering the most. Unlike the citizens of Spain, who don't get hurt unless they speak out, the rebels get tortured until every breath leaves their body. The rebels are loyal and do anything to protect their alliance. At the end of the film, the Doctor disobeys the order of his captain, and the Doctor kills his own rebel teammate, and he pays for that with his life. Even though the rebels are mentally shown as strong people who would sacrifice their lives for the greater good, they still fall under the Phoenicians. Putting the rebels straight up against the government is no doubt an automatic loss for the rebels. But with a good enough plan of attack, they do end up coming out at the top at the end. The beginning of the scene starts off with a couple of reverse angle close-ups between the Doctor and the Captain. Once the Doctor leaves the room, the camera tracks him from the front and follows him through the rain. The music is very subtle in the beginning until the Doctor gets shot and we hear the sad melody play louder. The Falange are a highly trained government force who are equipped with the most powerful weapons. No one can come in their way without being ready for a fight. They benefit from striking fear into the hearts of the citizens so they don't rebel. They violently murder people who disobey them to send a message. The advantages of being a Falange are that you are protected and you are healthy. The disadvantages are everybody hates you, basically. At the beginning of the movie, two farmers go hunting and the Falange immediately get suspicious and pull them over. After the Falange don't fully search them, they decide to murder them. This shot takes place during the night, and the darkness of the scene also reflects how dark our main antagonist is. In the beginning of the scene, the camera does a medium tracking shot as the camera follows the captain to the villagers. There is no music playing in the background until the poor villager is beaten with the captain's stick. This music is as horrifying as the shot. There is also one high-angle close-up shot of the captain beating the farmer. In conclusion, the Marxist lens can be used to see where each class of people sit. It also portrays the strengths and weaknesses of each group. Throughout the movie, we see how each of the groups interact with each other, and what are each of their advantages and disadvantages of being in that class.